Welcome, everyone, to a new segment on my channel. I am the Dark Angel, and today we're going to be doing our very first comic book reading. We're going to be covering the Age of Apocalypse event, which took place from March of 95 until June of 1996. Now, this storyline doesn't take place in Earth 616. It actually takes place in a parallel Earth, Earth 295, where Charles Xavier was killed at the hands of his son Legion, and Magneto is now leading the X-Men. So, let's get into this, shall we? Age of Apocalypse, the complete epic. This is book 1 of 4. We're going to do like 2 issues, maybe 3, depending on time. It begins here. The critically acclaimed fan-favorite storyline that rocked the X-Men universe to its core is collected in chronological order across 4 volumes. In a cracked mirror world ruled by the genocidal mutant despot Apocalypse, only one hope remains: Magneto and his astonishing X-Men. X-Men Chronicles, number 1. Here, now, the dawn of Apocalypse. Wundagore Mountain, called the Hunted Mountain in Eastern Europe, he is called Magneto. An evolutionary twist of fate has given him the power to control and manipulate magnetic fields. He and others like him, born with the genetic potential for great powers, are known as mutants. The world of humans fears them for being different and hates them for being gifted. In Magneto senses the hatred is growing and darker times are at hand. Stan Lee presents Origins, the first adventure of Magneto's astonishing X-Men. Once Magneto sought to educate those who feared mutants, sought to show that mutants and humans could live and work together in harmony and create a better world. But intolerance against those who were different, possibly superior, prevailed, and Magneto chose to isolate himself from the rest of the world, to gather a small group of young mutants from around the world to him. Here he is the teacher. Here each receives rigorous and specialized training in the use of their individual genetic gifts. Here they learn to protect themselves from a world not ready to accept them for what they are. Here they learn to be X-Men. A thunderous roar, the rapid displacement of air, announces the arrival of one of his prized students, Quicksilver, a mutant gifted with super speed and more. He is Magneto's son. All is ready in the killing zone, Father. We only await your command to begin. Good. Then join your teammates, Pietro. Initiate a level 1 exercise session before I arrive. No sooner said. Sometimes I fear I push them all too hard, especially him. Training, always training, but only through training is there the hope for survival. The killing zone, or so it has been dubbed by Magneto's young charges. A technological wonder where the students are put through simulated combat situations. It is here that the best of Magneto's students are to be found. The youngest of these is Robert Drake, known as Iceman for obvious reasons. Ororo Munroe, gifted with control of the weather, is Storm. Wanda Maximoff, Magneto's own daughter, condemned Scarlet Witch for her abilities to affect probability fields. Jean Grey, a young woman with incredible telekinetic and telepathic powers. And Peter Rasputin, the steel-skinned Colossus. Together they form the mutant team known as the X-Men. This is good. With each passing day, they seem to gain more control over their powers. Even young Drake shows signs of reaching his full potential. All he needed was discipline, now, to join them, for I can never lead from the sidelines. My place is at their side. The X-Men stand together. Remember, above all else, you must remember teamwork. You must function as one, always. The time is coming when we will face opponents who will not be nearly as forgiving as the Zone computers. There are those who would see us all mutants dead. If we do not have a cannon, if we do not cannot rely on each other, then we have nothing. Way to go, Petey. Quicksilver, Iceman, do not celebrate your minor victory. All I have seen is overconfidence and sloppiness against battle droids. This is the result of my handiwork. Computer, level 4, engage. Level 4, Father, we've never until now, Wanda, learned to adapt, learn to adjust, in short, to survive. They have all become too lax. Perhaps I've sheltered them for too long. They know so little of the changing world outside these mountains. It is time that they be introduced to real danger. Time for them to taste fear. Observe, X-Men, as I magnetically raise the door at the far end of the room and introduce you to the newest, most dangerous member of our team. Hey, kiddies, you want a party? Snip. Who is this? Don't lose your tone, Frail. A pretty little thing like you can call me Logan. To the rest of you, I'm Weapon X. These toy soldiers are nothing compared to my adamantium claws. Why you all standing there gawking? Afraid to get close to a real man? Afraid I'll bite? You never know, do you? Bobby, he's going berserk. He's going to cut through you. That was close. Thanks, buddy. Enough, Logan. Our friend susceptible unfortunate to berserker rages. They are the source of his strength and his bane. I need you to reach out to him with your mind. Find the man within the beast. I don't know if I can. Telekinesis is one thing, but telepathy is still so hard. I try. I will, but the resistance. His mind is like nothing I've ever seen before. It's like nothing I've ever seen before. Coming up against some sort of psychic barrier, a barrier of anger, of hatred. Good Lord, how could you stand it? How? Rest now, Jean. You've done all you could. The rage is past. Should be proud of yourself, darling. More experienced telepaths than you have fried their brains trying to poke around inside this knucklehead. Be aware that with proper training, Jean will be a most formidable opponent, Logan. Now it is time to introduce you to the rest of my X-Men. This bunch of kids, you promised me a real workout, Magneto. In time. X-Men, I expect you to help Weapon X in his orientation report to me within the hour. Now, if you'll excuse me, I am expecting another new arrival. Well, kiddies, looks like we're going to be bunking together. Don't suppose any of you have a cigar. The United States of America, New York City. Here, mutant hysteria has reached new heights of late. Increasing humans live in fear as reports of sporadic mutant attacks spread. Adding to those fears are whispered tales of one mighty and long-lived mutant who seemingly is behind these attacks, and even now prepares to strike out against the human population. Today, a massive shadow falls across the city and fear becomes reality. All eyelids are drawn upwards and behold a tremendous floating fortress which fills the sky. From its mammoth bow, A holographic projection issues forth, towering over the city, and words of doom echo through the streets. I am Kendra, herald of apocalypse. Be warned, humans, the days of the fit and the strong has arrived. The world is yours no longer. Soon it shall be delivered into the hands of those evolution has deemed its inheritors, Homo superior. The word is carried forth, the future has arrived, and a nation trembles. Wundagore, the time is near. Apocalypse is moving forward sooner than I would have guessed. But I've learned that my expectations count for little in this life. All the training, all the planning now is to be put to the test, risking all our lives so that someday we might be able to enjoy a brighter future. You, Charles Xavier, shared that dream with me when I was too angry at the world to see its worth. That has changed, my friend. You died too soon. Sometimes I wonder how differently you would have handled things. But today I cannot afford the luxury of musing on might-have-beens. Final preparations must be made if I'm to lead my X-Men against Apocalypse. I cannot do so without a solid strategy. Excuse me, Magneto? Mystique and the young lady from the United States have been waiting to see you. Of course, Bova. I'd forgotten they had arrived. Send them in. Magneto, I have more important things to do than sit around this retreat of yours waiting for an audience. Haven't you heard? Apocalypse is making his move. Yes, Mystique, I hear everything. You are going to do something about it, aren't you? Yes. But let us attend to the business at hand. The young lady, Rogue, isn't it? Mystique said you would be able to help me learn to use my powers, and that I would be safe here from him. Magneto, do we really need to go through this? You know about her. You know Apocalypse has tried to get her already. This is where she belongs. I don't want to prolong this. You asked for her. I found her for you. Our deal is over. Goodbye, Magneto, Rogue. Mystique, no tears. I've taught you to be stronger than that. Magneto is a good man. A bit too arrogant, perhaps. A bit of a dreamer, too. But he means well. You'll find friends here. Others like yourself. Things in America were bad enough with the humans hating us. But now with Apocalypse, well, they may soon have reason enough to hate. Magneto will help you to survive. You'd better take care of her, Magneto. I've grown fond of her, believe it or not, in our time together. Goodbye, Rogue. Goodbye. Whoa, what do we have here? The new kid on the block turns out to be someone my own age. And a babe at that. Hi, I'm Bobby. No. I'd be more than happy to show you the sights of Magneto's school for the genetically challenging. Don't ever touch me. What the? Don't worry, Bobby, I have you. I won't be touched. Do y'all hear me? Just leave me alone. I'm dangerous. No, Rogue. You are no more dangerous than any of us. I know of you from Mystique. I know of your ability to absorb others' powers and memories when making flesh-to-flesh contact with another. I know of the abduction attempt by the one called Polaris. How you absorbed and retained a portion of her magnetic power and her memories. But you mustn't think of your power as a curse, but as a blessing. Together we will find a way to control your gift. Rogue, you must know that you will never be alone again. You are safe here. We are family. Cape Citadel, the stronghold of the United States nuclear defense arsenal. An impenetrable fort occupied by an army of highly trained soldiers equipped with enough high-tech weaponry to repel a direct terrorist assault until tonight, until Apocalypse. The decloaking Decloak giant ship slows to a stop above the fort as alarms sound through the air. Apocalypse's horsemen look down at the gathering troops with amusement and disdain. These 5 proudly serve as Apocalypse's advance guard and shock troops. Mutants who have given themselves body and soul to the will of Apocalypse. Gideon, Kandra, War, Death, and Sabretooth. Tonight many will die, my friends, poor fools, but I pity the survivors more, for they will know their day is done. What you say, boys and girls? Is it time we show soldier boys a good gut-tearing time? Wundagore. The school is full of the fulfillment of a lifelong dream of my father's, Rogue. He's created an environment here where we mutants can live in peace, learn, and develop our abilities to the fullest. But he's always been awaiting this day, fearing it. If my father fears anything, a day when one powerful mutant would threaten humanity and the balance of power between our species would shift forever. The only result of this world would be a world at war with itself, a war that could lead to Armageddon. Yeah, on the way here, Mystique hinted as much. If you don't mind me saying, your daddy and Mystique don't seem to like each other much, Wanda. Magneto's always been a loner, Rogue, perhaps perceived as cold, certainly a bit difficult to reach. But once, when he was very young, a man died saving his life. I think that tragedy had a profound effect on him. And your suspicions would be correct, Wanda. That man's name was Charles Xavier. Father, I didn't hear. He was a mutant, a visionary, a man of peace, a friend, and a guiding light through these dark times. Father, you're needed in the ready room. What happened, Pietro? There's been an attack in America on Cape Citadel. So it has come to this, the nuclear stockpile. Wanda, have the X-Men assembled in the hangar, now. Cape Citadel. The special forces guarding the nuclear stockpile are the best of the best. Battle-hardened veterans who have faced and defeated enemies of all types under every condition. These men have heard stories of mutants and their alleged superpowers, but these warriors believe with all their hearts that they are ready for any foe. Then comes war, and the explosive energies which burst forth from his hands. The first line of defense is eradicated within seconds. When Sabretooth tears through the ranks with his savagery, even the fiercest of soldiers realize they are facing an enemy that none other than they have ever encountered. Let's not waste time. The boss has us on a timetable. Kandra, take the point. I want a path cleared to the main building for Gideon, now. Do not presume to order me, animal. Telekinesis is a subtle tool, one to be used like a surgeon's scalpel, unlike your bestial tactics. That's enough lecturing, woman. I need to get into the main complex and be completely online within the next 3 hours, or we'll have missed a very specific window of opportunity. Perhaps you would like to explain to Apocalypse why you wouldn't follow Sabretooth's directives. All of you, stop yelling. Death gathers around us. Listen to it. Feel it. Watch as I drain the life forces of these men. So sweet, so easy. This battle is over. You got that right, Death. Quick and easy as skinning a rabbit. Now, Kandra, if it ain't beneath you, babe, blow the doors off its hinges. I warn you, Sabretooth, the day will come when you push me too far. Stop, please, you're scaring me. Let's do it, people. The big boss and his ship will hold off any air jockeys they send at us. Our objective is underground. At that moment, my spy satellites are working to perfection, a mixed blessing. It allows me to witness a massacre, one I am helpless to prevent. But I will avenge their deaths. This is the moment for which I have been preparing, and which I have been dreading most. He must be stopped for the good of mutant and mankind alike. X-Men, our day has come. We leave for America in 5 minutes. May God have mercy on us. The hangar bay. Nice ship, Red. Smells brand new. Maybe old Buckethead will let you and me use it on the weekends. Weapon X, this state-of-the-art transportation vessel. I hardly think. Just strap yourself in, Logan. We're preparing to take off. Want me to help with that seatbelt, Red? Keep calling me Red, Mr. Logan, and Apocalypse won't be your only worry. Ooh, there's some fire behind those green eyes. I like that. All Blackbird systems are online, Father. We can be United States in over just 2 hours. Thank you, Pietro. I'll be there momentarily. Father, I should be with the team. I don't understand. No, Wanda. I need someone here that I can trust. Someone to take care of the other students, to take care of the school. In case, don't say it. Just come back, all of you, please. 1 minute later, as the X-Men fly towards an uncertain future at supersonic speed, and on a nearby mountaintop, a young stranger views the departure with a bemused smile on his face. He is called Nemesis. And while he is a mutant, his arrival here does not involve enrollment. Cape Citadel. My God. Oh, yeah. My God, they're outside the door. How are we supposed to hold them off if the entire base couldn't? We gotta try. The safety of the world is depending on us. Too bad for the world, eh? Gideon, get to work. I'll signal the boss and let him know we're on schedule. 2 hours later. We have a visual on Citadel, Father. ETA 2.4 minutes. And what of Apocalypse's ship, Quicksilver? Getting nothing on the either visual or radar. He could have left already. And there I was, hoping to show Red here how good I am in a real brawl. Did we come all this way for nothing, Torvish? Bummer. I was hoping for some action. Listen to them. So young. They think they're ready for the challenge. I pray that I've prepared them. Do not be deceived by the comm. Apocalypse is here and he's awaiting our arrival. But Father, I'm telling you, the sky is as clear as a... Wait, I'm getting a visual. Some sort of cloaking field is dropping. Good Lord, it's right in front of us. We're getting an energy signature. The weapon ships are charging up. We've been hit. The fight is upon us. Quicksilver, initiate autopilot. Storm, we will require a diversion. While the rest of us leave the Blackbird. Jean, Weapon X is your responsibility. Colossus, come with me. And Quicksilver, follow Iceman. This is not a training session, X-Men. Today is cold and bitter reality. Excuse me. And even as Magneto leads his fledgling X-Men into a battle to save the world, his private world, his refuge, his dream is torn apart. Brick, mortar, and steel explode before Nemesis's biogenetic microwave blast. Nothing and no one is spared. To think that so many mutants could be gathered together in one place, and yet none are fit to survive to see the coming world of Apocalypse. It's almost laughable if it weren't so pathetic. And inside the complex, everyone please calm down. Panicking won't help any of you get to the underground shelters any faster. Rogue, I need you to lead the youngest to... Rogue? Rogue! Where in the name of God are you? When Rogue absorbed the powers of the mutant known as Polaris, she gained the ability to manipulate magnetic fields, an ability which enables her to defy gravity, and give her enough control of the magnetic field around her body to lash out with the power that she has kept hidden until this day. So there is one who wants to survive. You think you are fit to live amongst the select few, girl? Let's see how fit you are, how much you want to live. The pain, body on fire. Ugh. Enough, leave her alone, Polaris. You hurt me. You actually hurt me. I didn't think that possible. You will pay for this, witch. Pay most dearly. Cape Citadel. I trust everything proceeds apace. Yes, my lord, I've gained entry to the system. We now have access to the Strategic Air Command and all the U.S. missile sites around the world. Targeting and launching will commence on your command. What is this, a joke? We're supposed to control the missiles, not actually use them. This ain't what I signed on for, and Sabretooth, you are predictable as you are limited. You were the best to lead my mission, but you're now condemned with your own words. Take him, my horseman. Goodbye, Creed. Your weakness deems you unfit to join my world. Kandra, you are now in charge. This a joke? You use me to lead an attack squad? And when that's done, I'm expendable, huh? Real sweet. Now, Creed, let's not make more of this than need be. It's all about survival of the fittest, and you've just been deemed unfit. It ain't going down that easy, Kandra. You know that. Oh, yes, it is, my bestial friend. A simple telekinetic bubble to encase you. And I remove an unwanted plebeian from the midst of the survivors. Come, Creed. Execution should always happen outdoors, don't you think? And we wouldn't want your death scream to disturb Gideon during his delicate work now, would we? Kandra. Well, look who's come to join the party. The legendary recluse himself, Magneto. You read the files on Mags and the little Claude guy there, didn't you, Frail? You know you need me or they'll get to Gideon. Come on, babe. Let me go. I probably won't survive the fight anyway, but I'll die useful to the cause. Your logic is impeccable, Creed. Either way, your death is assured. All right. A direct assault, Sabretooth? I would have thought you know better. I do. Just setting you up for her. Hit him, babe. Creed, stop calling me babe. X-Men. The woman is a formidable foe, a sigh of the First Order. Beware her. But there can be no turning back. Attack now. Don't have to tell me twice, Buckethead. How's about we start by gutting the telekinetic babe? See now, Kandra, it's a regular nickname. Looks like it's time for me to step back into the leader's shoes, huh? Get Warren Depth in the air, hitting these muties from above. You make sure none of them get to Gideon and Kandra when all this is done. Remember, I just saved your butt. Wouldn't count on walking away from this here scrap, bub. Tough talk for a runt. Weapon X, right? Apocalypse thought about recruiting you, but decided to go for a winner instead. Let's do it. Nice move, Shrimp, for an amateur, but you're gonna have to forgive me if I don't go dropping my guts all over your boots. I got a real need to side with the winners, and from where I'm standing right now, it looks like that's gonna be Apocalypse. Maybe I can learn to live with the idea of nukes going off. Who knows? For now, I just want to live. And chopping you up into bite-sized pieces will go a long way to getting back on his good side. Cute little claws you got yourself there. Now let me show you what Berserker Rage and some adamantium can do to a body. Come, Jean, Storm, and the others have engaged Death in war. We must get inside. What if they succeed in detonating the missiles? It's best we don't contemplate that possibility. Contemplate all you want, Magnus, but you're not getting past me. Magneto, go deal with the missiles. I'll handle this one. Magneto attempts to push away all concerns for his young charges and focus on the mission at hand. But part of him remains on the field of battle, fighting alongside his X-Men and praying that for them there will be other days, other battles. You are called Gideon, are you not? If you wish to live, move away from that computer bank. Magneto, you recognize me. Guess I shouldn't be surprised with what you and Apocalypse dipping into the same gene pool for recruits. A simple twist of fate and we could have been allies. Unfortunately for you, I am on his side and you are too late. You see, Missile Countdown has begun. No, boy, you've been overconfident. I can stop these missiles with a simple magnetic pulse, and the computer system will shut down. The only problem with that, Magneto, is that you would have to be alive in order to carry out your plan. Can't move. How? Simple. You used your powers against me. Big mistake. I absorbed them, amplified them, and now use them to crush the life out of you. Shall we watch the countdown together? Outside. I have never before risked summoning lightning against a human being, but now the stakes are too great to debate the morality of what I have done. I pray to the goddess that I have not killed death. This war guy has got to learn to chill, don't you think, Colossus? I find your attempts at levity at a time like this a bit ill-considered. Look. And all eyes look upward as they feel the oppressive weight fall across their hearts and their souls. The great ship of Apocalypse has begun its descent. Looks like your boss is coming to get you. You look scared, pal. I'll try to leave some indefinable pieces. No, Ron, I'm the best at what I do, and he knows it. That's why I was picked. Is that right? Not anymore. That all you've got? I got a healing factor that's already kicking in. Oh yeah? Let's see how your healing factor works on a severed spine. What? Sorry, pal, but when it comes to Weapon X, there ain't no competition. The clock is ticking, Magneto, and here you are, crushed by your own powers as the Age of Apocalypse is ushered in, an age in which only the fit will survive and mutants will rule. Do not worry about your charges. If they survive, they will learn to bow to Apocalypse, as will the world. Must stop Gideon, must stop the missile countdown. Need to draw power from the Earth's magnetic field. Now release everything into one focused burst. No, what are you doing? Your powers are overloading me. I can't shut them down. Gonna explode. A concentrated magnetic pulse blankets the immediate area. All computer systems are shorted out for hundreds of miles. The launch sequence terminates. All is safe, for now. Magneto, could he have survived that explosion? We're going to have to wait to find out what happened to him, Red. This fight ain't over yet, kiddies. Now we gotta take down the big man himself, Apocalypse. Greetings, my fellow mutants. You have impressed me. You have won the day. You are stronger than I supposed. I would invite you to join my cause, but I fear you have been tainted by Magneto's righteousness. For now I will be satisfied with your leader's death. Come, my horsemen. Save for you, Creed. You have failed me and proven yourself unfit in battle. With him gone, there is none other to stand in the way of my plans. So die with those who have defeated you. Those who have placed a stumbling block in the path of my plans. All weapon systems engaged. Goodbye, X-Men. And from the wreckage, a concentrated burst of energy. No! I will only have one chance to stop Apocalypse. It is all learned that the Mutant Master of Magnetism is a difficult man to kill. Still too weak to destroy the ship, but I can take out his weapons battery with a wide magnetic pulse. Magneto lives. Impressive. He has saved his X-Men, but it is only a delaying tactic. The end is inevitable. And my day is nigh. You have done well, but do not expect this to be the last of Apocalypse. Today you witnessed but a small sample of the powers he wields. He is the reason I have pulled you all together. His madness is beginning, and we must be prepared from this day forward to fight him every step of the way. Now let's go home and find some peace while we still can. Home to Wundagore. Rogue, are you there? Are you safe? Are the children safe? I'm here, Wanda. I'm fine. Everything's gonna be just fine. Y'all just have to rest. He's gone, but you've got to rest. Got to get better. Don't cry, Rogue. There's hardly any pain. Please listen. I don't have much time. Father must learn of all that happened here today. Tell him we are no longer safe here. Apocalypse must be stopped. He must. Yes, I'll tell him. Now please, Wanda, rest. Please. No, no, one more thing. My father's burden is great. He needs to be loved. He needs a friend. Please, for me, be a friend to him. I'll be there for him, Wanda. But so will you. You're going to be fine. No, Rogue. I'm tired. So tired. The dream. Years of sacrifice in pursuit of the dream. A dream of a world in which mutants will live in harmony with both humans and their fellow mutants. The dreams of a better world. One which would be safe for the children. Today, Magneto has paid the highest price any man can give to a cause. And yet, through the tears and the anger, through the self-recriminations, he knows that the X-Men's course has been clearly set today. For Wanda, for the world, the dream will live on. And that's where we're going to end this video, folks. I hope you enjoyed the first issue in the Age of Apocalypse event. Join us tomorrow where we will do the next issue. Until then.